nowadays, we can build a full app from creation to deploy without expensive cent. I can tell you, I did it on my second postdoc. I did it now, and sometimes it really surprised me. Nowadays, you have a kind of model which is based on the small to big. So just pay if you are big. I mean, if you are small, if you have a small app, everything is free. You just pay if by any chance you decide to go big. So, so there are several options such as Heroku, GitPage, Firebase. They all provide very cheap and fast way to deploy your app. So you can fast. Heroku, they are always, all of them, they are like online server that you can do it online. On my postdoc, the people, it had this kind of dilemma. I had some difficulty dealing with that on my postdoc, I have to be honest, because people want to use their own server. I tried in the beginning to use their server, but it's pretty hard because those Heroku, GitPage, Firebase, all of them, they already have a kind of they already build everything for you. So it's a kind of made that you don't have to do essentially almost anything. Like they already have everything already built for you. It's amazing how fast you can deploy. I mean, you have to learn in the beginning. You have that kind of learning curve, but the learning curve of Firebase and so on is much lower compared to you have your own server. It can be very disturbing, boring, like very discouraging when you are in the beginning. I'm talking about by my own experience. I tried in the beginning to have my own server because the people asked me to do that. I mean, they want me to use their own server. And to make the thing even worse, the situation even more difficult, the server they had was, the majority of the server, they are designed to work with PHP, because PHP is the traditional way to make server. Node.js, Angular, and so on, they are new. Like they are child compared to the old way to make web application. So this traditional server, they are very easy for you to work with PHP because they were designed to be work with PHP. So when you go to say Node.js, which is the new one from it becomes pretty hard if you have your own server. And not to mention that you have to give maintenance. You have to make sure that you have the kind of security, all the kind of security, HTTPS. I can tell you, I mean, I can talk about it for hours, how I would strongly encourage you not to use your own server, because it will be expensive, it will be time consuming, it will be cumbersome to work with that. So I can give you a huge amount of reasons why you should not work with your own server. Maybe I can write a medium article about that. So nowadays you have as well a huge amount of ways. Even you can. This first part here is about how to deploy, how to make your server available. But what about if you want to develop? It's still for free. And Visual Studio Code, StackBlitz, CodePen, all of them, they are environment. They are free. They are very easy to use during the course. Maybe I have an idea. Maybe in the future I may add for you some kind of maybe in the future I can add for you some kind of course about that. But for now, let me just make sure. For now, maybe in the future I can add for you some kind of course, maybe their own course, teach how to use Visual Code. But I have added for you how to use StackBlitz. I mean, I taught you CodePen. I didn't use CodePen yet. I know people use it a lot. But StackBlitz, like it's in the course, it's an online environment, which is a copy of Visual Studio Code. There's a mistake here. Visual Studio Code. So Visual Studio Code, or VS Code, as people like to call it. So yes, Code, as people like to call it. It's from Microsoft. So so you can do that everything for free. They have a huge amount of very easy to use, very friendly. There's a huge amount of assistance. So Angular, what we are going to use in the course, is a front-end framework, and React, Vue, they all provide free powerful programming framework and library, because React is a library. Vue, I'm not sure. But what is the difference between a library and a framework? I like to explain that because I have this difficulty. In the beginning, when I was working with Angular, I have a huge difficulty to understand what the hell is what the meaning of the framework or library. There's a difference. The framework, they kind of create for you a kind of way of working. So I want to understand better how Angular works. But frameworks change everything. I mean, that's one of the reasons why Angular is a little bit harder to learn compared to React, because React is just a library, as far as I know. I'm not programming in React, so I just know because React is a competitor of Angular. They are like fighting together for you to build your application then. They even a kind of history, because Angular is from Google, React is from Facebook. There is a kind of fight, it seems to me, between them who want to be the big guy on the web development. So framework means that you need to follow some rules. So they essentially, Angular initially was a library, but they decided to make it a framework. So essentially, framework means that they have some rules that you have to follow. It's different from library. Library does not change how you're supposed to do stuff. Library just like sometimes you import, sometimes you just copy and paste the library on your folder, and that's all. But in the case of the framework, you need to pay attention to some rules. I like this because they put some order on the house. So so here, as you can see, first you have to deploy. I'm going to the final where you're going to put your app available. Then you have the environment you can work to build. Then you have the framework, library, or wherever you want to use that you. So here is you may say the language. Angular is not a language, but you can see that's the language. Then you have the environment for you to work in. Then you have the way that you leave your app available online. And also, not less important, you need to as well to have database. I mean, how are you going to save your information? How are you going to, for example, if you see your online app, it has a kind of user login system. So how are you going to store that information? So that's a good question. So that's what we need. So you have Firebase, you have MongoDB, Atlas. In general, I like to work with MongoDB, but recently I started to work with Firebase. I have even an article I wrote to the Geek Culture, which is a kind of online, they call it journal, like it's not specific like scientific journal. So best of all, your app will be full functional. I mean, you may say, my app will be functional. Yeah, it will be functional, like all the functions. I like to call this the culture of free for small. It's very small. Most of the time, you don't have to pay for anything for them. So did you like the presentation? I'm sure you love the course. So here it goes. You just have to hit enroll. If you have any coupon, just apply the coupon, and hopefully I am going to see you as one of my students. And you also keep in mind that you can get in touch with me. You can let me know your experience. I'll be extremely glad to know how you learn on the course and your learning experience. So hope to see you there.